So I'm after painting up some of the parts from this decompression lever roughly, and primed and painted, and I'm going to start putting it back together and fitting it on the 20 diesel. And just as I said before, just another little part in the jigsaw puzzle, so we'll see how we get on. That's it roughly there. Touch up any more little bits there that I need, like the bolts and the nuts and all that, anywhere I didn't paint. The only thing then I have to fit then is that pin with the kind of spring on it, very specific spring, that, and then there's a washer that goes over that, and then there's a split pin that goes through it. So I think we'll go and have a go at fitting that and see how it looks. Right, so we need to work with that and the little hole there. We'll get the parts. So we've our lever here. I have a bit of a rod there, so the rod goes in there. I actually didn't even try that for a fit, so I might actually have to go now. Actually, I'm only looking here now, file that a little bit, it's gone a bit too wide, so I'll do that and come back. So with a bit of twisting and turning, it's just starting to line up there and keep it out enough there from the diesel tank to get the rest of the parts now. So we need a split pin and we need pliers, so here we go. So this pin here has that kind of a spring on the back of it that goes through there. I had to give all this a file already. Now we need to get our split pin. This can be a little bit awkward sometimes, just to find out where the hole is, get it facing roughly the way we want it, push the split pin through, and yeah, this is the bit that gets a little bit awkward because there's a fair amount of pressure on that spring, a surprising amount of pressure. Now by rights there is meant to be a washer on that, but with how tight that is there, I dare say I'm going to be able to get a washer on that. Now what I could do is I could file away some of that to get a washer on it, but for now, if I even get the split pin in, I'm just going to leave it because it's probably going to be a long time before I actually get this functional. If and when I do, I'll return to it, because as you can see, I'm struggling to even get the split pin through it, so I'd hardly be able to put a washer on it as well. So for the time being anyway, this is all I'd be looking to do, just to keep it still. So let's tap that in a little bit more, keep it out enough that I can pull it out if I have to, and I can return to that then when the time comes. Give it a little sand, give it a little file, so I can get on a washer. So let's get these a little snug up, so there's nothing rattling there. And once everything's snug, I'm happy. So that is how we're looking there at the moment. Get the torch, give you a look at that. Again, if you remember in the early videos, this is just a few parts of salvage from a thermostat housing. So I can give that a little touch up of paint, or leave it be. As I said, it's going to be something I'm going to return to. It's just to try and get a little more complete. So what happens with these rods is, I probably mentioned it before as well, the rod comes out about here and there's another section, a tubular piece with two holes, and you put a pin through each, and that's actually where you would disconnect it. So I have to find all that on a spares tractor, but at least we have all of this mechanism. We have all the mechanism on, and it's freed up and it's moving. It was fairly well seized. So yeah, that's it. One of the days I'm looking for something to do, I'll file this back a little thinner and get a washer put in behind that, and it'll look a lot more better. I have the washer picked out and all, so we'll get that on.